What I'd like to talk about this evening is inspiration, being inspired. And during our lives, we are inspired all the time, but we don't realize it. And in our busy lives, we forget who are around us, who are trying to help us. Evenings like this, when we talk about those who have passed over, then often we think of those. Certain events in our lives take place and we think of them. What we forget is they are around us all the time, trying to help us, trying to inspire us. What we need to understand is when you have children, when you have loved ones around you, but especially with your children, you love your children, you want to inspire them. Parents want to be an example to their children because you want to inspire your children. You're hoping they will grow up as good people. You need to help them. You need to inspire them. But don't think for 1 minute that those we love, our parents, our grandparents perhaps, who have passed over, aren't trying to inspire us. We are told again and again that our loved ones, our helpers, our guides, whatever you want to call them, are around us, trying to inspire us all the time. They cannot tell us how to live our lives. We have free will, as we understand. But they can put thoughts into our mind. They can try and help us. How many times at our humble little church has someone come into our church and had a reading, had a message, or come for healing? And it really has done them so much good in the church. They didn't randomly come into our church. Maybe someone spoke to them. Maybe someone else was inspired to talk to them. How often of those who come to our church have helped others, are inspired to talk to someone else and say, come forward for healing, come to our church. It's a very friendly place. You are inspiring them to walk through the door. And those who come for healing, that is the opportunity when your loved ones draw close. You've been inspired to come forward. You've been inspired to sit there to receive healing. Your free will, your choice, but you were inspired to do so. What we're not good at is asking for help. What we're not good at is being asked to be inspired, but that is what they are for. When we think of the bigger picture, how difficult it must be for them. When they've passed over, they see us in a way that we don't understand. They see all the little things that are going around us. They see our lives, but they see us every day, and they can see us every moment of every day, and they want to help us. Sometimes I think how frustrating it must be for them. They can't just tap us on the shoulder and tell us something, but they can inspire us if we will listen, if we will ask them for some advice. Something will come to us. They will inspire us to do the right thing. But we have to understand inspiration and all the parts of it. Time and time again, people ask about their loved ones. So many people I give readings nowadays, and they're asking about their loved ones. They're asking what's taken place, but they have so many barriers around them that the loved ones often can't draw close and cannot inspire them. But all the time, every moment, every day, they are there trying to inspire us. Now, let me just read a few words from Zodiac, which will be far better than mine. This is inspiration and aspiration. Just this paragraph from Zodiac. Inspiration. You know not what lies within that word. If you could see things as they are, if that sight, which is sight, could be made your own, you would find that every hour of the day, still more so during the hours of sleep, there are those around you trying to inspire you to rise higher, to be brave and not to be fearful, to be strong and not to be weak. And then there is that inspiration that comes to the few. And I speak to those who have heard the higher call. I speak of the minority who have laid the things of the world aside and have taken up their cross and carried it for the sake of the God within. That inspiration, dear children, will bring to them and to their fellows not only joy and peace, but an advancement, a development, an unfoldment impossibly to be explained in words. You see, when you are free from the body influence, all those many who are around you, this is seen in minute detail. And you, in turn, when the preparation has been put in, you will go amongst others and try and inspire them all as well. So they are around us all the time. But we have to look at the bigger picture again. As you understand, many of you, there are many souls on the earth plane who haven't left the earth plane. They had free will. And many of them are described as mischievous souls. They can inspire us. My point being is this: I've had many come to me for a reading who have got some problems in their life. In a situation like this evening, when we said our prayers, when we have told God we love him, when those lovely souls are drawing close to us because that's what we're asking, we are inspired by love. We're inspired by them. But I've had souls come to me who perhaps have gone down the wrong path. They've made decisions in life which weren't the right decisions. They had free will. These wrong decisions took them down a path where often they attract to them other souls who were affecting them, were influencing, were inspiring them in the wrong ways. And this is impossible. It happens. So we have to understand the whole picture. And with the particular souls I'm talking about, they thought it was those around them who loved them trying to help them, but it wasn't. And many a time these have to be helped. And that's often part of what you do as a medium. So the inspiration is there. But at the same time, we say our prayers. We ask help from our loved ones, those who are there in the name of Jesus Christ to help us. They will inspire us. They will help us all the time. And when we think of inspiration, of what we can do, what you can do on a daily basis, we can all look at our lives and realize at this point we're inspired by someone. At this point we're inspired by someone. Someone crossed our path at a certain point and we listened to them. We were being inspired to listen to them. They were being inspired to talk to us, and they made a difference to our lives. This is what inspiration is about. And you can do so much. Do you know someone who wants some healing? Guide them to our church. Someone who a reading may help them. Rather than being quiet, you can talk to people, you can inspire. We can all do so much. But we've all seen this firsthand. Look at Zoom, look at our church. We weren't doing Zoom at all at one time. Started on a very small scale. And I am amazed at the inspiration that has taken place of those I've asked to do things. And I know I've said this before, but when Caroline first did her bit on Zoom, she was inspired to do that. She had the courage to do that. That inspiration took place because she was inspired by others in weeks before who had done their bit. Everybody's taken another step on their pathway. Everybody had a bit of courage. And you can guarantee they were being inspired by those around them for that to take place. And after the last few months, you've seen all this inspiration take place. Within our humble little church, we are inspiring each other to move on. And I think our church will grow and we can help more people. So in every day of our lives, let's take one more step helping other people. Following that inspiration, helping those around us. A few words of advice could make all the difference. So let us take all that inspiration of those around us trying to give to us, but let's repay them. Let's make their day by trying to inspire people that we come across in our lives. Thank you for listening.